Venus is moving into the sign of Taurus, which is going to be so much better because Venus in the last 2 months has been basically ineffective in our lives because Venus has either been next to Saturn in retrograde, which is basically stifling all of its blessings. And then in the sign of Aries, Venus is really more self-focused and not really acting in the way Venus loves to be. So when Venus moves into the sign of Taurus, it is home. It's in its home sign. And when a planet is in its home sign, it is so much better to impart its blessings in our lives. And Venus is the planet of love, romance, beauty, harmony, pleasure, artistic expression. And when it is in the sign and luxury and financial gains, and when it is in the sign of Taurus, it doubles that because that is also the energy of Taurus. Venus rules Taurus and it rules Libra. Libra energy is air, more intellectual, more thinking. Taurus energy is more, Venus and Taurus is more sensual, more luxurious, more about pleasures and enjoying life. And it is also about creating financial stability, practical solutions. It's also harmonic. It is also a great energy for relationships to find harmony. It's also a good time to make contract agreements in partnerships or to start new relationships. Is also good for the world. I hope that peace is found during this, that we find peace negotiations during Venus in Taurus, because it is about causing stable and calm, grounding energy so that we can create abundance. Taurus is about abundance and gardens and plants and money and the bull. And then Venus in that sign, it's all about beauty and the things that we can create that are pleasurable, that make life wonderful to live, basically. It's comfortable in the sign of Taurus. So we're feeling comfortable at home and we're feeling comfortable in these new beginnings. We're creating new beginnings when Venus is in Taurus that are very comfortable for us, that feel stabilizing. And it's practical too, don't forget. So I'm going to go ahead and share the chart so that I can explain some of the beautiful things that are happening while Venus is making that transit. So here we are. This is going to happen. Venus is going to move into Taurus on the Friday, the 6th. And right before that, the day it is making this exact, so on Thursday, it's going to make an exact sextile to Jupiter. I mean, that is a beautiful energy. One, Venus is actually quite happy in Gemini too, but Jupiter expands things, and Gemini is knowledge and communication and the thinking and the mind. So it's like we're having we're having some sort of an idea, some sort, and Jupiter at the end degree point, it could be a sort of crisis energy because it's 29 degrees. Both planets are at those end degree points. So it's like right before Jupiter shifts into Cancer and Venus shifts into Taurus, we're having this connection between the two of them. It's almost like this last hurrah of a connection before it's almost like they come together to make this big shift that Jupiter is about to make. It's almost like Venus wants to join Jupiter as it makes this big shift. So, and Venus and Jupiter are expanding. I mean, those are the two great benefics in the sky. And Jupiter wants to expand all things, all things. Basically, Jupiter can expand debt, it can expand your body weight. So, all expansion is not necessarily great. If you sometimes if you have a Jupiter square, you can overdo some things and you can throw your back out or over push things or try too hard and it can block. But with a Venus Jupiter sextile, we are looking at a very harmonic, even though Venus is still in Aries, that's a harmonic angle of flow of decisions, relationships finding harmonic resolve, communication, finding peace and resolve between the two. And and it could be world peace as well, or a step forward in that direction. When we have the South Node meets, when Mars connects with the South Node here next month, that's going to be potentially very peaceful. I'll go deeper into that soon. But for right now, on this day that we have this beautiful transit of Venus into Taurus, it's sextile in Jupiter. I mean, really, that is a very positive energy for harmonic expansion and in relationships and in financial gains and in communication and in all around, shall we say, thinking and um balanced because Venus represents sort of harmony. So and Gemini represents thinking and Jupiter's expansion. So we're really finding harmonic flow and agreeable thoughts and agreeable ways of communicating with each other. So these are beautiful energies to enjoy this week. I hope you enjoyed this. Namaste.